Welcome back, board members. The boardroom's open once again. It's time to explore Trudvang Legends. What do we have on the board here? Well, this is our points of interest board. This is one of my 2 hero boards. I'm going to be running 2 heroes. There are some solo rules for this game. I tried it out the other day, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of the way it interacts. So I'm not going to run solo rules for this game. I'm going to play it solo, but I'm just going to play it with 2 heroes as if there are 2 different players playing the game. So let's take a look at the map here. I do need to get a red ring for my second hero on the base, or on the game, which is the rogue. I started with just the bard. Let's snap this base into here and move along. So, a couple of disclaimers here at first. There will be spoilers, however, they'll be as light as possible, only because this is the first adventure. You'll get an understanding of how to play the game and how the rounds go. I'm going to play around, and if it's going pretty well, I'll just keep playing, probably till the conclusion, and I might break this video up into 2 videos where I just stop after the first round, and then a second video that continues the entire first adventure. So the first adventure is called Child of the Light. And it starts here. It tells us to put our heroes in Island. It tells us to put 2 Draugrs in Troll Ridge Mountains, 2 Draugrs up in Wildland, and then 2 Forest Trolls over in Dranbelt. I didn't slot these into their slots because I can just pretty much leave the game set up here. But if I do need to take the game down, I'll slot these into the actual pockets so that I can fold up the game board and not worry about the game state. Okay, so it says to interact with, let me show you on the map. It says to interact with point A here. Point A is in the upper left-hand corner there. You see the others are still hidden. It says, Kirjanti's Tower. Kirjanti welcomes you warmly. I'm relieved to see you again, my friends. My days are troubled and my nights restless. The Snow Saga is in jeopardy. From his pocket he pulls a mystic stone, beautiful and white, almost thrumming with power. I've guarded it for centuries. In my waking hours I keep it on my person. At night it returns to the vault. You know well this task laid upon your mentor's shoulders, but you're unsure of the true extent of this artifact's power. You know Oktar, Jarl of Storehaven? Troubles stalk his lands, and he's asked me for aid. I would send you to Wildland, if you're willing, but the hour is late, and your old rooms await you. We shall make counsel tomorrow. Your slumber that night is populated by a nightmare. A mighty warrior, taller than most men, passes your window, climbing the tower, armed with massive cleavers that have never known honest work. You awake at midday, you've slept far longer than normal, and feel weary as after a day of chopping wood. Very unnatural. You seek Kirjanti, but no one answers. In his private quarters in the uppermost chamber, you find your old mentor dead in his bed, the sheets soaked through with his blood. A cry of anguish escapes you unbidden. Bloody tracks are apparent on the floor, from the bed to the window. Someone must have climbed the tower. Was your dream truly prophetic? The Snow Saga! You race down to the tower, to the vault, only to find bloody footsteps on the marble floor. The vault door shattered, the Snow Saga missing. Poor Kirjanti did not deserve his fate, and had always stressed how vital it was that this mysterious artifact of the distant past never fell into the wrong hands. Now it has happened. Any hero in the party may perform Intelligence 3 test to investigate the crime scene. Neither of my heroes have 3 intelligence runes, 3 water runes in their bag, so I'm not going to test that. So all heroes fail. You can follow the bloody footsteps to seek your mentor's assassin, or go to Wildland and find Jarl Oktar as Kirjanti wanted. So it says to discard point A from the map, and then reveal points B and C. So, B, C. Points B and C are the Assassin's Tracks. So let's take a look here. The Assassin's Tracks leads us to the Trollbridge Mountains. And the letter C says Palace of the Jarl of Storehaven, which is up in Wildland. So we now have our first choose our own adventure. We get to pick which way we're going to go, whether we're going to follow the assassin's tracks here, or we're going to go through the Ice Peak Mountains to Wildland here to see what Jarl of Storehaven says. So I would say maybe we follow the tracks first and then have something to tell the Jarl. So here's how the game works. The 3 phases are travel, engage, and explore. So first, the travel phase. Each hero in a region without enemies related to a point of interest may travel to an adjacent region. We'd lose 1 hit point for each enemy present in the region that we're leaving. So if we left here and there were enemies here, we'd lose 1 hit point for each enemy, but there are none. So my bard is going to go here, and that's the bard's travel phase. The rogue is going to join the bard. I'm not going to split up the party. Join the bard here, and that's the travel phase. Now we have the engage phase. Oh, one more thing about the travel phase. There are these blue lines here. You can only travel past a blue line if you have a boat. So there's that. Okay, engage phase. Heroes fight the enemies and activate personalities in their region, or if the region is free of enemies, we would draw and resolve an event card from the event deck. But there are enemies here. They are Draugr. Let's see, if I put this up, it kind of covers us. There we are. Here's a Draugr. It's like a skeleton and warrior. They have 4 hit points, they have 2 attack, no shields, and if I draw that rune, or if I draw that card and it has that rune on the bottom, it says exhaust or take 2 more damage. So that is their stats. So we'll just kind of put them here for now, knowing that that's what we're fighting right now. When we fight, it says draw 4 of your feat cards once, and then draw 3 runes at a time to try to fill them up. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 feat cards here. And I got Battle Chant, Brave Ballad, and Strike. That's what I got with the Bard. Put those here. Game takes up a lot of table space. And then I'll draw my 4th for the Rogue. Assassination, Energy, Evasion, and Jump. Alright. So those are the 4 battle cards or feats that we get to activate. First part of the fight is called the preparation phase. We're still preparing for battle. I'm going to draw 3 runes at a time from the Bard's bag. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1 miss because it doesn't match any of my feats here. So it goes to this miss track, and we'll talk about the miss track here in a moment. However, I did draw an earth and a fire. The fire is my only attack card, so I'm glad I got that. And then I got an earth. I think I'll just do a battle chant. Well, actually, yeah, I will do a battle chant. It's the only place I can put it. Then the rogue is going to draw 3 from the rogue's bag. Let's see what they get. 1, 2, 3. Got a miss also. Their miss track. Fire. I'm going to definitely do assassination. So you can put them wherever they match runes. This is fire and wind and fire and wind. Oh, I got it. Fire and wind and fire and wind. For assassination. One of those things is going to be assassinated for sure. Then you can choose to stop drawing runes if you want. I'm not going to. I want to draw some more runes to try to do a few more things. So 3 more runes with the assassin. Well, I got a fire. I got an earth. I want to activate an evasion. So I'm going to activate this evasion here. Well, this one, not for any particular reason, and I got a miss. So that's 2 misses. I'm going to draw 3 more with the Bard. And again, you can keep doing this until you decide to no longer do this. I'm trying to get a wind for the Bard. There's a wind, earth, and water. Okay, great. Water here. Ooh, you know what? Water here. And a, oops, wind here on strike. And this earth rune. I only have 2 water runes in my deck. I have, or my bag of 3 earth. I pulled all the earth. So I better put this here. Okay. So then I'm going to draw 3 more. I'm going to draw 1 more time. First with the Bard. Bard is purple, the best color. 1, 2, 3. Great. I got exactly what I needed. 1 miss. I got a water for Battle Chant and a wind for Brave Ballad. Okay. Then I'm going to draw for the Rogue. Do I need to draw for the Rogue 1 more time? I do not. I'm not going to draw for the Rogue at all. Well, yeah. I'd like to get another Earth rune. Okay, let's draw for the Rogue. Drawing for the Rogue. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. I'm going to use the Earth rune here, Water rune here, and a 3rd miss. So I'm going to show you what the miss board looks like now. I drew 2 misses with the Bard. I drew 3 misses with the Rogue, which is off camera, but it's in the same box. During resolution, we get to resolve, since we only get 3 or less misses, we're going to resolve all of the positive effects on our board here, which will gain 2 currency each. But that's during resolution. So for now, we get to activate our skills and any fast attacks. My skills are here, you and another hero individually choose to refresh or discard 1 negative effect. We don't have any negative effects, but I didn't know that we wouldn't have any, so I filled that up anyway. Let's see here. There are no more skills that I want to activate. These are all block cards to help avoid damage, and these are attack cards. So now it goes to the attack resolution step. The attack resolution step first is we activate any fast attacks. I don't have any attacks that say fast, so the enemies get to attack. There are 2 Draugr here, so we're going to draw an attack card for each enemy. So here's the enemy attack deck here. Let's put it up a little bit closer. So the first enemy is going to attack, we'll just have it attack the Bard. -1 attack, and activates this rune. Now that rune does not match the one on the Draugr, so it does not have an effect. So the Draugr attacks for only 1 instead of 2. So the Bard is going to take 1 damage. I don't need to block. Well, I drew the runes and they're going to go away anyway. So I'm going to block that by activating my block rune. Spending the runes, or my Battle Chant feat by spending the runes on this block card. So it dealt no damage. Okay with that. Then the second Draugr is going to attack, and I'll have that attack the Rogue, because I know the Rogue has a block ready. +0. So it's going to deal 2 damage. The Rogue is going to jump out of the way using its jump feat, blocking 2 damage. Show you that here as well. At the bottom it says gain 2 shields. So it blocked that damage. Then that's it for the enemy attacks. Now we have the hero attacks. I'll use strike 1 with the bard. It deals 3 damage. Oh, we activate our positive abilities before all that started, which our only positive ability right now is +1 Chronicle Point, which is currency. So the rogue and the bard both have 1 Chronicle Point. Okay. Bard, strike 1, deals 3 damage, taking care of one of the... Well, they want to go at the same time. They're locked in battle. You saw it here first. Takes care of one of the skeletons, the Draugr. Then the rogue is going to assassinate by spending these 2 runes. 2 damage. Oh, wait a minute. That didn't kill it. It only dealt it 2 damage. They have 4 hit points. And the bard is going to assassinate for 2 damage. And then if the target's defeated, gain 2 Chronicle Points. 1, 2. So the rogue got 3 Chronicle Points total because they did defeat that Draugr with the extra 2 damage. Yeah, that's... You know what? I would put this here instead. 1 attack deals +2 damage. I'm going to spend that energy and kill 1 outright for 4 damage. And then my bard would place 3 damage. That's smarter. My bard would place 3 damage on this Draugr here. So that is how that fight would go. Okay. At the end of a fight, we discard all of the runes and put them back on, put them back in the bags, including those from the miss track. Let's see now, I thought they had 2 hit points each, but they have 4 hit points each and hit for 2 damage. Then we discard our feat cards. Into a discard pile. So you don't use the same feats over and over and over. They're always going to be shuffled from your 4 minor feats. Okay. When the fight is over, what happens then? Combat planning. All heroes involved in the combat resolve the effects of their unused attack and skill feats. All heroes involved in combat may use their active items. Once it's over, return their runes to the bag. Revealed feats are discarded. If at any time during the combat hit points is equal to the wounds is higher than the hit points of the enemies defeated, remove the figure or token from the board. The combat's immediately over if there's no more enemies in the region. Enemies that are not defeated remain in the region, can only be fought during the next engage phase. Once it's freed of enemies, we each gain 1 experience point. So until we clear that area of Draugr, we don't get any experience points. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we go to our, well, we go to the explore phase, but we can't explore because it's heroes and regions free of enemies with a point of interest and or location in their region otherwise may interact with it. Otherwise, skip this phase. So we're skipping the explore phase because it's not empty of enemies. We're going to move on, get the enemy attack cards. Now, the enemy attack deck doesn't reshuffle until we draw a +3 attack or a miss card. So it's the discards stay out here. Moving on to the next phase. There's a travel phase, or we can, so we could travel, or we can stay here and try to finish that enemy off. And
that's going to do it for the first round, the brief overview. If you want to continue watching this playthrough for the entire first campaign adventure, Child of the Light, be sure to click the next video and watch it there. Thanks for watching.